Hello everyone, I've finally got the new computer built so I can get back to making YouTube videos, so I'll just give you an overview of it and hopefully sort of by tomorrow I can start doing crossbow videos again or air rifle videos or whatever. It's been sort of about a week I should think, because certain parts, because of Black Friday and stuff like that, were taking ages to arrive where they've been over-ordered. So I bought a Corsair 780T as my case, which is a nice very big case. I wanted a full tower case because I previously had mid towers and they're a bit of a pain when you're working on them, putting parts in because of how tight they are inside, and cooling's not as great because you've got less room for fans and airflow. So if I flick the light on, I'll show you what's inside the case. So a nice thing about this case is that it's an easy to remove side panel. It just opens a bit like a car door. So I'll put that down. So what we've got in here, I've tried to get the cables as neat as possible. A lot are tucked round the back, but some cables are a bit too short to tuck fully round the back, or you need them to go in certain places where it's not practical. So we've got a Corsair water cooler on there that I've fitted. You see it's working there, so my CPU is a lot cooler now and I've got an actually more powerful CPU. So despite it being more powerful, it's cooler because it's got a much bigger water cooler on there with a big radiator at the top. I'll be able to show you the radiator in a second. So I've got all my drives there, hard drives. I've got an SSD hidden around the back somewhere. Probably just see it down there. It did have a, like a mount, but I found getting the cables to fit with the mount installed was a bit difficult, so I've just got it hanging there. It's not a problem. Corsair PSU as well, semi-modular. So I've only got the cables in I actually need, which is good compared to my old one. Radeon RX480 graphics card GPU. That's one I bought sort of a few months ago, and that's a very good card for the price. There's my RAM up there. I've got 16 gigs altogether, 4 sticks of 4 gig. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Blu-ray drive at the top there, that I've had obviously on there before. This case has got pretty good removable dust filters, so you can see the fans there, and you can just take these off to clean dust off as and when dust comes on. So these fans are both intakes here. Got that as an outtake fan, and obviously the CPU cooler as an outtake fan. At the moment it's set to performance mode, which makes it a bit louder. As the computer heats up, the fans move faster. I could set it to lower noise where it runs a bit hotter, but at the moment you'll see on here that most of my temperatures are about 30 centigrade. That's my processor there that keeps changing, and that's very good. When my old processor was going wrong, it was getting to about 90 to 100 degrees, and that was when the computer kept doing emergency shutdowns. But yeah, this is a much better temperature. Even when it's been at full load, it hasn't seemed to exceed 40 degrees centigrade, which is a much better temperature. So everything on there is all good. I can change the colour of the light on there if I wanted to, just to demonstrate to you. It's kind of a bit of a pointless thing, but... And we're back. So if I click here, I can change the... have a light on and a warning light. So if it gets above 45 degrees centigrade, the warning light comes on. Or I could just change the passive light. So to show you, let's change that to sort of a blue. We'll apply that. The colour might look purple on the viewfinder, but that is actually blue. Now if we go back to here, you'll see that I've got a blue light actually on the cooler, which is good. So that's it. Yep, it's the Corsair 780T case. At least I think it was a 780T, I have to double check that. But what I'll also be interested in doing is seeing how long this video takes to render now. Because on my old processor it was about, with the GPU helping, it was about 1 minute of footage took 5 minutes to render at 1080p. But yeah, so I'll be getting back to videos soon anyway. That's just to show you my new computer setup, which is much better for obviously stability and everything, and hopefully it should last a few years, and I might just do a total upgrade and get a pre-built again just to save the hassle of building a computer. But there you go. Right, to show you what's in the top section, dust filter pops off like that. Then we have the top of the radiator, from which obviously all the air is venting. There's a gap there because I didn't install the 360mm radiator, I installed a 280mm. So the fans are down there, hot air gets blown out here. I'm using it as an exhaust because heat rises. And yeah, so that's the top of the case, and as I said, very easy to remove dust filters on this case, which is nice. So easy to sort of hoover off and sort out. So there we go. The Corsair 780T is a very nice case.